morning and welcome to the Morning Spotlight. My name is Mike Ham. I'm a sales executive for Fidelity National Title Group. Today our guest is Jonathan Goodgold, managing partner at Maitlin, Goodgold, Brass, and Bennett. John, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming on.
No problem. My pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about the firm and your practice there.
The firm is a full-service business boutique law firm. We're celebrating our one-year anniversary this week. We formed it last July. We're 6 attorneys currently. We pride ourselves on being collegial and being able to all work together to grow the business. We can handle pretty much anything a business owner faces, from formation to dissolution, to receivables, to employment issues, to contract issues, leasing, real estate, and even some things the business owner himself or key employees face: divorce, health issues, wills, family issues. So it's a good, diverse practice, and that's what we're really trying to be, a one-stop shop for businesses and their owners.
Awesome. So, what kind of business do you work with? What do your clients look like?
Let me just go over the practice areas first. So we have a family law attorney, do some guardianship litigation. We have a litigation group that does real estate litigation and subrogation insurance coverage issues, criminal, white collar, and we do municipal as well, corporate, transactional, commercial real estate. We can do residential real estate. We do personal injury and some employment law. And my bread and butter area of practice is collections, accounts receivable. And if you're in business, you're going to face this at some point. And
right.
I like to semi-joking, but I'm the most important attorney you'll ever see, because if I try to get you your cash flow, if you don't have cash flow, you don't have a business.
Right.
I'll just stroke my ego a little on that. I know I'm being facetious, but it's cash flow hides so much. I mean, you could be in debt up to your eyeballs, but if cash flow is able to cover the shortfalls or cover the servicing of the debt, you can still function. Right. Maybe not well, but you can still function. You don't have cash flow, you're done.
Yeah. So what conversations have you been having with those clients over the last few months?
Yeah, COVID's been interesting. For my practice, it's really, business has been good, thank God, knock on wood. But I've been telling clients, watch out for your receivables, try to be under control with them. Work with the clients. Are they people you want to stay working with or being in business with? Because that's going to affect how you go after some of the clients. And remember, I mean, a client turns into a deadbeat very quickly. And sometimes the difference is a razor's edge, and it can drop in a minute. I always tell clients, hey, if someone's trying to make good on a payment, work with them. Maybe you waive a credit card fee. Maybe you waive interest for a while. Maybe 50 cents on the dollar is better than no cents on the dollar.
Right.
Or, if they're able to do a payment plan, you may not like it or want to do it, but it's better to have cash flow coming in and someone making an effort than insisting on a lump sum that these people don't have. So, it's all about being flexible and being able to communicate with the debtor. And I've been telling clients now, grab what you can. I think business is going to turn around. I think you're going to see a spike in certain areas of the law, and you just hope the businesses are able to pay for it, pay for the legal services and pay for the services needed. Because there are definitely some areas that are going to explode through this whole quarantine. Matrimonial, landlord-tenant, collections, fraud. Our criminal attorney handles a lot of fraud cases, and that, between licensing board fraud or just fraud in general in contracts, real estate. Commercial real estate's going to be a whole new bag of what is going on here.
Right.
And people working from home, it's kind of convenient. I don't have to worry about an hour commute during the day. I don't have to worry about getting into the office. I don't have to worry about wearing pants, as we discussed previously. But it's going to be a whole new world, and law firms, especially, you got the bigger firms, and they've got huge office parks, and they may not be able to or need that type of space. They may not want people back in the office, business in general. Let's just make it more general.
Right.
So being able to adapt and being able to move forward in this brave new world we're heading towards, people have got to adapt, and businesses have to adapt. And I think, hopefully, I think we are uniquely situated to be able to adapt with it.
Great. So you mentioned cash flow a few times. So obviously COVID's affected a lot of different industries in a lot of different ways. So from your perspective, how has it been affecting cash flow of people's businesses?
People out of work, people not going on or taking that risk, like people who are going to buy a building or going to buy a home or going to lease that office space or lease that equipment, or people who have gone in for medical procedures, or people who have gone in, have obtained legal services or services from a professional. They may not have the cash flow right now to pay for it, even though they promised it and they knew it was coming, and they know they're getting billed. Most debtors smart. I would say you've got to negotiate. And creditors, principal, and knowing you're right is one thing, but doing something for principal's sake, it's all a business.
Right.
And you just, get paid whatever you can get. And I tell clients all the time when I take them on as a new client, my job is to get you as much money as I can, as fast as I can. It's good for me. It's good for you. And, sometimes they're like, I want 150 cents on the dollar. Well, your contract doesn't call for 150 cents on the dollar. You can't get attorney's fees and interest if it doesn't call for it in the contract. Right. Oh, and you don't have a contract, even better. So, it's get what you can get. And, I've been telling clients, it's just, I'm ready to go to the ends of the earth, but, from a business perspective, and it's a business call you have to, a client has to make, or a business has to make. But it's got to be, in a perfect world, everyone would pay 100 cents on the dollar, everything they're owed. But,
right.
We don't live in that world, and we certainly don't live in that world now. So it's get what you can get as fast as you can, move on, and decide if you're going to do business with these people again, if it's a recurring type of business, or you tell them, go on your merry way and cut ties with these people or businesses or entities, and you'll deal with it going forward that way. It's always a business call of the client or business owner to do business with certain people.
Right. Great. So for everybody watching, if you want to learn more about John and his firm, I'm going to put our contact information at the end of this video. John, thanks for coming on with us today.
No problem. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. And everybody else, thanks for watching. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.